car off and throw the keys out.
Man, what are y'all doing? I ain't no damn.
Hey, all right, Willis, step out of the car, man.
All right, go let's
Show your hands. Show your hands.
I got kids in this car. What are y'all
Show us
doing,
your hands.
man?
Walk towards me.
Go. Walk
Man,
towards
what are
us.
y'all doing?
Walk towards us.
Man,
Dude, keep
hello.
walking.
No, man, what are y'all doing?
Keep
What are y'all
walking, dude.
doing?
Keep walking.
These are my kids. What are y'all doing?
I know. I know. Relax.
Man,
Relax.
what are y'all?
Taser.
What are y'all?
Taser.
Don't tase me, man. Please.
Hey, stay for his legs. I got it.
What are y'all doing, man?
Relax, dude. Give me your hand.
Come on, man. What are y'all doing?
Give me your hand.
What are y'all doing to me, man?
Hand.
What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing to me, man?
Dude,
What
just
are y'all-
relax, man. We'll explain to you in a second.
Just relax.
Stop.
Y'all hurt me, bro.
Stop pulling back.
Y'all hurt me. What are y'all doing to my kids, man? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing,
All right,
man?
roll him over.
What are y'all doing?
You got any weapons on you?
No, man. What are y'all, please,
Dude, we'll
man?
explain to you in a second. Just give us some time.
Put it up full mass. I'm going to tell you what this father was doing. LaDarius Butler was held at gunpoint, tased by police. The incident took place May 22nd, 2024, after Mr. Butler and his partner, Jayla Houston, took their 3-year-old son to Children's Hospital, Colorado, because their son was having shortness of breath. The child is referred to as OB in the lawsuit. But the claim states the parents chose to take the child elsewhere after receiving, quote, conflicting medical advice concerning their son, and, quote, felt pressured by medical staff to subject OB to treatments they did not feel were in their son's best interest, end quote. Hospital staff decided to call the police on them for seeking a second opinion, providing the officers with Butler's and Houston's phone numbers. But rather than call the parents, which according to the narrative is what was expected, instead of calling the parents to discuss the situation, the police chose to find them using a tracking device that would ping their cell phones, leading the cops to a Walmart parking lot. Before I give you the additional background to this story, so far you have parents who decided to get a second opinion because of conflicting medical information. Everything seems quite reasonable so far. They are the ones who took their child to the hospital because they still believe in the healthcare system, at least partly. So they take their child to the hospital. Conflicting medical information. They seek a second opinion. Hospital staff, they decide to quasi-report this to the police, gave them a phone number. We'll get into that in a moment. The police, they decide to take it a step further. They decide, well, we're going to take this phone number and we're going to employ a highly sophisticated tracking system to go and arrest them. For what? There's more. The cops then began treating Mr. Butler as a high-risk suspect, even though there was no evidence to support that claim. The claim states, first, the cops used their patrol cars to pin his car from behind and in front while ordering him out of the car at gunpoint, treating him as if he were a violent felon on the run rather than a concerned father looking out for his kid. Two cops then walked up, grabbed him by his wrist, while another cop says, "Tase him," even though he was not resisting arrest. Mr. Butler says seconds before a cop tasered him, causing him to fall to the ground while screaming in pain. The video shows he was complying, but just confused as to why he was jolted awake by armed agents of the state when he was doing nothing illegal. But Butler was tasered, handcuffed, and arrested on a false charge of obstruction, which was later completely dismissed. Quote, "This entire incident could have been resolved with a simple phone call," said attorney Kevin Murr in the press release. Quote, "Instead, once again, the Aurora Police Department chose violence with a SWAT-style ambush that risked the lives of a young father and his two children," the statement concluded. Now, I want you to back up for a moment. If you really believe the police were concerned about the child, they put the child in more danger than anyone else here. Let's say the child has an issue with shortness of breath at that time. Don't you think that perhaps SWAT coming down like they are some kind of fugitive squad, pinning the vehicle, yelling, screaming, and then tasering the dad, don't you think that will create even more anxiety, shortness of breath? The point is, they didn't give a damn about the child, in my opinion. They didn't give a damn about what actually occurred. They seemingly did not give a damn about the protocol that they were encouraged to follow. So by judging the body camera footage of that 2024 arrest, the Aurora Police Department has learned nothing from its past mistakes, because the video shows a group of cops surrounding Mr. Butler, who was sleeping inside of his own car along with his children in a Walmart parking lot while his partner shopped inside. They're just chilling. They're just waiting for the shopping to be done. One day after arresting Butler, Aurora police shot and killed another black man named Kylan Lewis. Mr. Lewis was committing the high crime of holding a phone in his hand with his arms raised, complying with their orders, resulting in another lawsuit. Let us not forget this one. A young, innocent, gentle soul named Elijah McClain. The Aurora Police Department, the same agency, in 2019, killed the 23-year-old Elijah McClain, who was doing nothing but walking down the street, minding his own business, when he was confronted by a group of cops who detained him because they said, well, he looks suspicious to us. The Aurora Police Department ended up settling the McClain's family complaint for $15 million. It was a record settlement for Colorado at the time. Now, Mr. Butler is suing that same police agency, a law enforcement agency that is currently under a consent decree due to his, quote, pattern and practice of violating state and federal law through racially biased policing. That's according to Integra Assure, the company overseeing the consent decree. Listed as defendants in this particular lawsuit are the Aurora police officers, Caleb Perella, Adrian Arcerda, Evan Ryder, Michael Baer, Daniel Rubino, Chandler Phillips, and Sergeant Anthony Spano. Perella was also named in another lawsuit for pulling a black man out of his car, tasering him over an improper license plate. This was back in 2021. Perella was also investigated and cleared for shooting another man who was the victim of a theft after that man pulled a gun on the man who stole his backpack. He shot the wrong human being. Now, here we are. And they've had a bunch of police chiefs within a very short amount of time, which is indicative of leadership not being able to transform the culture. Well, when you can't transform the culture, you have to transfer it, which means the individuals who make the culture adverse to progress and change, they no longer need to be employed there. And to the politicians who are involved in the selecting, appointing, and approving of the police chief. Understand this. You're not going to find a police chief to clean up your mess. If you want this to actually work, you're going to have to roll up your sleeves, do what may be unpopular to do, stop hiring police chiefs to do your dirty work, and get rid of those damn bad cops yourself. You have remedy and resolution to do so. Use it. All right. Very sad. And dear brother, we're talking about a father who sought a second opinion about a medical decision, and the police were called on him. Now, it seems as if the hospital, they didn't want the police to arrest him, but still, why involve the police? And why did the police decide to utilize the phone number in order to arrest the father for a medical decision that had not been complete as of yet? Those are the questions. What say you?
Yeah, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in that hospital and understand a little more what the thought process was there. I'm sure there are details that we just don't know for good reason. I don't know that they should be made public. But reading this story, it was just, I mean, it was nuts because it's whenever these things happen and they happen over and over and over again, there is this tendency to go, okay, well, that was just a misunderstanding. That was a one-off. This is just an isolated incident. But even this in this particular story, you find as you read it, it just keeps going and going and going where, oh, actually the next day something else happened. And also this department has done this and this and this. And I think at the end of the day, what this is it's a microcosm for how, as you were saying, this is a systemic problem. And this is baked into whatever the culture is over there. And I don't know what the solution is. Because when, 5 years ago, when people are talking about abolish or defund the police, you can make an argument that maybe rhetorically that wasn't the most effective phrasing. But when you see stories like this, some kind of reform seems like the obvious answer, like getting into the weeds a little bit and going, look, we have to pull this out by the root and not, continue to try to just replace who's on top and see if that solves it. Because whatever is going on in Aurora is very serious and needs to be addressed in a way, and hopefully it can make people think about it in terms of what's going on culturally for the entire nation. Because if this is going on in Aurora, it's surely going on elsewhere.
That's right. Well said. We will bring updates as updates develop in this lawsuit.